Okay, so here's an extra example of those kind of questions where we're finding cos and tan or sine given one of them for an angle, just to highlight what difference it being acute, obtuse or reflex makes. So here, I know that angle x is such that sine x is 2/3. Find cos and tan x if x is acute. So if I look here, these graphs on the left, I've got cos x up here, sine x, and then at the bottom, tan x. So if sine x is 2/3, we're somewhere here. So you see sine x 2/3, between 0 and 180 gives two different angles. We get this angle, and we get this angle. Now, first of all, let's find cos. So using sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1, cos squared x is plus or minus the square root of 1 minus sine squared x. So plus or minus the square root 1 minus 2/3 squared, i.e. plus or minus square root 1 minus 4/9. So that's plus or minus root 5/3. Now, if x is acute, then that means the angle is between 0 and 90. And from the graph of cos, we can see that root 5/3 must be up here somewhere. So as x is acute, between 0 and 90, cos x is bigger than 1. Well, between 0 and 1, sorry. So cos x is greater than 0. Hence, cos x is root 5/3, and tan x is sine x over cos x. So 2/3 divided by root 5/3, which is 2 over root 5 and positive. Similarly, if you look at the graph of tan, between 0 and 90, tan is positive. Now, part B, if I'm told that x is obtuse, well, that means that x is bigger than 90, but less than 180. Then, same as before, we find that cos squared x is plus or minus root 5/3, but x is obtuse. And in this case, if you look at the graph of cosine of x, between 90 and 180, it's negative. So cos x must be negative root 5/3, and then tan x then, still sine x over cos x. It's still 2/3, but now cos x is negative root 5/3. So get minus 2 over root 5 for tan x. Basically, it just means that when you're given some information, it tells you whether you take the positive or negative square root, depending on where the graph is. So, for instance, in this region here, between 0 and 90, we would take the positive square root to get cos. But between 90 and 270, we would take negative. And then between 270 and 360 would take a positive, and so on. If I'd been given cosine instead of sine, and we had to find sine x, well, for angles between 0 and 180, sine x is positive, and angles between 180 and 360, sine x is negative. It just enables you to decide which way. I hope that's helped.